tonight. Actually, I feel like for first little bit, I could some rest. Josh's cough is a little bit better, and I'm kind of starting to feel like I've gotten a little bit of rest and kind of feeling a little bit back to my little self. We've got a kind of a special day tomorrow with Christina, so I'm kind of trying to rest up for that a little bit. But I've kind of felt like I've needed that. I've worked on booties, crochet booties, and so I need to do that. I also need to work on some soap caddies and get ready for that July 3rd special. I didn't know if I was doing that interview with that gentleman, which he's a little under the weather. So that didn't happen today, which is fine. I wanted him to get better. I said, I don't, excuse me, give me a minute. Hi, Sandy. I don't want to get sick. I've had sickness. I don't want to get sick. I don't want Christina to get sick. He had a little stomach bug. So we chose to postpone that. And I need to work on soap caddies and so forth and booties and stuff for the show on July 3rd. But I figured out I'd come live. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a video, and I thought if I don't do this now, I'm probably never going to do it. Not that I won't, get a video out there, but there's just a lot going on. So I figured we'd do it live. So as people are coming on in, if you have never had the wonderful privilege of being a victim to what's called brushing. And I will say that the police officer, when we went to see him on the way home from Christina's on Monday, had never heard of brushing. So I figured out, well, this is kind of a PSA kind of a thing for you all as my community. So anyway, I believe it was Sunday, May 3rd. We got a package kind of late. Actually, our neighbors got it and said to us, "Are you expecting the package?" And we're like, "No, I'm not expecting the package." So they brought it down to us, and it had my name on it. It had the address on it, and we opened it. And Josh's first response was, "Did you make up somebody upset?" And you'll understand once I show you this. Understand why I chose a penguin for the image on the thumbnail. So he opened it up, and I was like, "No." And the thing is, I don't, and it was delivered by Amazon. I don't have an Amazon account under my name. Josh has it under his. My mother owns the one for Blessed to Crochet. We don't have any, cards or anything attached for our bank accounts to either one of those. There's no cards attached to the one underneath my mother's name, nothing. We even called Amazon. They couldn't find it. I have a personal email, couldn't even find an account underneath that one. Gave him my phone number. It went back to Mama's account that we use for Blessed to Crochet. And so there's nothing. And so I'm like, you think they could have sent me something I could have actually used? Now, I will say this. I've used duct tape because I refuse to show this thing without putting duct tape over something. The police officer laughed. Christina laughed. Um, our neighbor laughed. I hope it makes you laugh. Okay? Because the thing that we got in the mail on Sunday was this thing. The bird flipping the bird. So, what brushing is that you get packages that you didn't order. I wouldn't have ordered this for anything. This is not something that I would have ordered. You understand now why I had to cover the thing. I won't show this. And there's no way if I do a live for me to be able to blur that out till after it's over with. I would not order this for anything. But this came. Okay, it was a little odd. It was weird. Until Monday. We opened the door Monday night and Amazon delivered its brother. I don't know if we're going to get any more of these birds. It is the most angry penguin I've ever seen in my entire life. So, anyway, What brushing is that you get packages that you did not order. There is nothing on there. That's just a box. Tells us what the item number is. It has nothing. There's no box. There is no there's no box. There's no name. There's no anything. Nothing. There's nothing. But you get, what you do is you get packages that you didn't order, that they're either trying to get into your account to get your account information and your debit card information, especially your debit card. So if you have an Amazon, make sure that you don't have any debit cards. At least if you have credit cards on there or something like that, maybe just put one. And then if you add another one, remove it. But this way, if you have any of that, then at least your debit card information there, if you have a debit card, it's a lot more damaging. Hi, Gojo, a lot more damaging than if you have something that is like a credit card, because you can dispute it a lot more. You are not, I'm not responsible for this. I don't have to pay for this. I would not absolutely, that's fine. I wouldn't absolutely order this in a million years. This is not me. This is not who I am, if you all know me on this channel. But we're going to kind of do a series. I'll do a short if we get another one of these things. So what brushing means is they send you packages in the mail, hoping to be able to get to your personal information, or they're trying to get you. They found somebody, name and address of a house, an address with a person, which is not that hard to do in today's world. They send you a package, hoping that you will do a review on the package because you think somebody sent this to you, right? You'll do a review on the package and they'll up their Amazon sales. Now, the problem with that is that when you call Amazon, hi, Kim Jin, welcome on in. When you call Amazon to be able to try to find out who sent this to you and give them the TBA number, and you guys could put hashtag bless in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. When you give them the TBA number, right, to be able to tell, for them to be able to track exactly who sent you this, they can't pull it up. Let's understand this for 2 seconds. My daughter and my husband wear a Dexcom, and if people don't know what a Dexcom means, a Dexcom is something that can be put on your body so it can track your sugars, and it can tell you your sugars every little bit. If you're going high or low, it can let you know, right? They have something that can be done with that. But you could call Amazon and say, let me give you the TBA number, which is supposed to be their tracking number, right? And they can't tell you what it goes to. It means absolutely nothing. There is no way to track this. You can, and which I did. I called the Federal Trade Commission and they did a report with my information. They've sent it off to their law enforcement agencies. There's the wonderful police officer who had a very funny joke when I showed him this thing. And he said, if you get like 8, 9, 10 of them, 12, you start getting like a tremendous amount. He said, I have your information. He said, we can open what's called a suspicious packaging report. I can't do anything now because there's really nothing illegal. I've not been charged for anything. Like I said, I do not, under my personal name, have an Amazon account. My husband has one. Blessed to Crochet has one. And Blessed to Crochet has no payment information whatsoever on that account. And we have really taken away the majority on my husband's account just to protect anything. But there's nothing. It shows absolutely nothing of ordered of this angry penguin. I said to my mom, you think they could have sent me something useful? So anyway, we're gonna see how many of these angry penguins I get in the mail. Since Monday, I haven't gotten, I think it was Monday. Was it Monday? No. Yeah, it was Monday. I think it was Monday. No. Well, it was Saturday was the 3rd. This was Sunday. Since Sunday, I think I have not gotten another one. So I hope that whatever this is has stopped. The thing is that your information has leaked somehow or something like that. It is called brushing. Again, I will put the Federal Trades Commission number in the bottom where you can file a report both online and with a representative. To see if it, so forth. There was a lady in another state who was a victim of brushing, and she literally got a package every day for 6 months. So far, I've just gotten 2 of these things. And you can see why I have covered it up, because literally the bird is giving the bird. So I don't plan to keep it. Um, it's going to go in the garbage because um, I I find it somewhat not in bad taste in my way of looking at it. Another thing too is that and what gets to me is that there is about 20 of these on Amazon. Now, with that being said, don't go to Amazon. we ha- we have a Blessed to Crochet. We have a what is it? We have a Blessed to Crochet. We have our PO box. Please don't send me any more of these things. I'm not saying that the community is sending. We are a victim of brushing, but I don't need any more of these things. Please spend your $20 someplace else. And I'm just joking. I'm just making it funny. I know my community would not go on and send us any of these, but I'm just I'm just like, I don't want any more of them. Um, my mom said there's a certain word for a flock of penguins. Um, well, yes, and we've kept the packaging with the information. The thing is that again, the TBA number that Amazon uses, they can't track. So to me, that makes no sense. If a third party has said, okay, we found her address, we're going to send her a couple of these things or whatever else they're going to send, hoping that I'm going to do a review. The problem then becomes is there's probably about 20 different people that sell this thing. And it's about $20. I mean, it's not a it's got some weight to it, this little penguin thing. It's a wooden whatever 3D printed penguin, whatever it is. And there's no way to do a review. Now, one of the things that they'll do too is they'll send it to you and they'll have that person make like a review under your name. So you need to check that too as well. But the problem is that, like I said, there's several of these things underneath Amazon. So it's hard to determine which one, and they range from about $10 to $20. So I'm hoping that we don't get any more of these things. So far, we haven't gotten any more of these angry penguins since I think it was Sunday night. Sunday or Monday or something, or I don't remember. It was Friday the 3rd. I'm forgetting the days. It may have been Friday was the 3rd, and then we got one Friday and Saturday. I can't remember. So the TBA numbers that Amazon uses is absolutely waste. And you would think that they would have some kind of number on their on their packaging. So when they send it to you, they would have the 4th was Sunday. Yeah. We got one on the 3rd and then the 4th. Um, that if there was the if the TBA number doesn't help Amazon track exactly who sent it or to what account it came from, because brushing does happen and it is harmful to Amazon, it's harmful to the customer, and it's totally illegal for them to send products to random people, hoping that it actually boosts their ratings on the Amazon thing and that people will find this and actually go buy it. I'm sorry, I'm not spending 20 bucks on this thing. I will go absolutely to Hobby Lobby and buy it on yarn. I'm not spending it on this thing or anything. But um, again, I just kidded around. I said, "You think they could send me something useful?" Something the police officer did tell us is if you get a package at your door and it has any kind of liquid or any kind of smell or anything like that leaking from the package, do not remove it. Do not open it. Call 911. So, for that, I'm telling that because if you are a victim of brushing and you get packages and you get a package that doesn't seem right or that has any kind of leaking, call your police department and have them come out check it. So he said, if you have any of those, make sure that you are absolutely 100% leaving it where it is. Call us and we'll come out and check it. So far, none of that has happened, but I'm telling you that because that's what the police officer told us to make sure. So he just said, keep track of all the labels that you get from the packages. Um, and if you get an enormous amount of them, like 10, 11, 12, then we'll start an investigation of suspicious packaging. Right now, there's no crime committed. It's just annoying. It's somewhat, to me, offensive because I don't really appreciate this at all. I think it's a big waste of time and money. I certainly want to make sure that, um, you know, uh, you all are aware of what brushing is and the fact that it can be both dangerous or not dangerous, harmful to the consumer. It's harmful to Amazon, and why Amazon does not have a way in order to put any kind of tracking number whatsoever on the packaging so that if this does happen to someone as innocent as me or any of you, they can't be able to look at that tracking number and be able to find out who sent it to be able to stop it, especially when there's no existing account for me under Amazon. I do not have an Amazon account. And there's nothing to tell me who sent it, anything like that, nothing at all. So when I called the Federal Trade Commission, they did tell me that I was a victim of brushing and that they filed a report. Again, you are not responsible for this. For they can't come back after you for saying, okay, we've ordered 2 of these. Now you're responsible for $40 worth. Sorry, I'm not paying because I didn't order this thing. Wouldn't order it. If you know me well enough, I'm not going to order this stupid thing. It's not happening, guys. But if it gives you a laugh for today, this thing, then go right ahead and give you a laugh. I can tell you exactly where it's going. I am not going to, nor am I going to take the time to go on Amazon and go write a review for about 20 different people that sell this bird. I'm just going to dispose of it. If it was something that I could use, I'd probably keep it. But this is not something that I want, nor do I want to look at. I mean, he just looks very, very angry and just not something I want to look at. I want to put a smile on my face, and he just makes me feel like, you know what I mean? So anyway, I said I wasn't going to say anything. My daughter said, "Mom, you should do a series." So this is the first of the series. This is to make you aware of what brushing is and what you can do about it. There's really not a lot you can do about it as a consumer, which is a little bit frustrating, I can say, because you can call the Federal Trade Commission, report the information to them. They will report it and do a report and send it to their local law enforcement. The police department is not going to do it until we get where we're getting like 10, 12 packages. then they'll open an investigation. I would recommend that if you do get this, if you are a victim of brushing, go ahead and report it to the Federal Trade Commission. That needs to be your first stop. You can do it through a representative or you can do it online. The second place I would go is go to your local police department, report it. Because now there is in their system, there's not a report, but there's a report of a call because we were able to go to the police department. They took our information. So there's something started. They cannot do anything else until it becomes an excessive matter. So, you know, he said, at least you've made something. So going to the police department really didn't do anything. The only thing it did was it started a paper trail. If we get nothing else, then you know what? We are good, we're golden, and I will just laugh it up to the bird, flipping the bird package and get a laugh and a chuckle out of it every once in a while because I just think if you're going to send me something I can use, right? But anyway, and informing you and so forth on what brushing is. The police officer didn't even know what brushing was. I now am aware of what brushing is, and if you get a package in the mail, if you get a package in the mail, another thing too, if you get a package in the mail and it has anything for you to scan or a QR code and you did not order the package, do not scan it. Because what they're hoping to, and this did not have it, all it had was this thing. And I'm not even going to show it. It just had a barcode, but that was it. I didn't have anything to scan. But if you get a package in the mail and you actually have, they want you to scan a barcode and you're like, I didn't order this package, right? Do not scan the barcode. Do not scan the QR code. Don't scan it. You need to call Amazon, let them know that something happened, that you were a victim of brushing. But again, there's a way they have their system with their TBA number. It is not going to help you for nothing because they can't pull it up in their system. They need to change so that when they're sending a package out, they should have something in there for the recipient with the tracking number of some kind so that when they have it in their system, they could be able to pull it up and say, this is where it is. They don't have to tell me who did it. But if it is something that I didn't order, or I like this one where I find it some kind of a little bit offensive and unwanted, they could be able to maybe, you know, if it's an account that they're seeing, wait a minute, this is attached to this and it's been doing this and that, you know, they could be able to maybe suspend the account or close the account or something like that. I mean, something to be able to track it better than just, oops, here we are. We can't help you. They were nice, but they were really somewhat of a waste of time because they couldn't pull up anything. Nothing. So anyway, that's what brushing is. I would say report it. Your first step would be report it to the Federal Trade Commission. Well, first of all, if you get a package in the mail, let's go through the steps. You guys know. If you get a package in the mail that you did not order, and it is any kind of QR code, this one did not, or something for you to scan, do not scan it. Do not. Because what they're hoping is if there is something like that, that you'll scan it and it'll give access or something to your personal information. Do not, if you have not ordered it. You you need to go onto your Amazon account and remove any kind of debit card on there. The only thing that you should probably keep on there is maybe one or two credit cards. Or I know it's a pain in the neck to have to take the credit card information off and put it back on again, but you may want to do that for your safety and so forth. But anyway, at least make sure that your debit card information is nowhere on Amazon. We did remove any of our debit cards from my husband's account, and there was nothing on Mama's account. So make sure that your debit card information is not attached anywhere on your Amazon account. That's another thing. And I'm very careful now in today's world, actually, to make sure that if Christina's getting her nails done for what she's doing on Friday, and I went ahead and I at least paid for her to have a manicure, and we had the lady sent me the link to be able to pay for that. And I made sure that I actually paid with a credit card. I refused to pay with a debit card because I don't want to give people my that information. So um just as a protection. So make sure that you're going into your Amazon account and that you're actually removing any of your debit card information. The third thing to do is call your Federal Trade Commission. If you're a victim of brushing too and you do have an account, then you should go on and make sure that your account is secure, change your password, do all that. But again, with this situation, I didn't have an account to do any of that with. There was no account for me to go in and change my password because I don't have an Amazon account. But you can go in, of course, and change your password. The next step to do is called the Federal Trade Commission. Report the incident to them so they have your information and let them know that you received packages that you did not want, that you did not order. You will not get, of course, paid for it. Keep your information. Not that it's really going to help, but we've kept the front of the Amazon label and so forth, so that way we're going to start keeping kind of a record. Hopefully, we ain't going to get any more of these angry penguins. Um, hopefully, we won't. But we're keeping the actual box with that. You can go to your police department, let them know what happened, show them either what you've received or at least the package information, so that there's a paper trail starting. So eventually, if it gets to a point where there's lots of packages coming, they can do something at that point. Like if we got like 8 or 9 more unwanted packages, they'd start like a suspicious package thing or other. Call Amazon, let them know, and so forth. Um, because I don't have an account with Amazon, there is no way for them to track anything. But what we think is probably happening is there's somebody, the third party is, hey, Damon, I'm getting good with this. Did y'all like that? I thought it was just fun. I'll tell you a story when I get done telling you about this angry bird. And if you missed it, Dan, you'll have to go back to the very beginning about the story about this angry bird that we got. The bird flipping the bird at me. Um, Again, if Amazon, you can call Amazon and let them know. But in my case, there's nothing for them to there's no way for them to find it. What they're hoping, I think, is that I would go on to the people that are selling this bird and write a report. The only problem is there's about 20 people or something like this. Josh looked it up, that are selling this thing. So I have no idea which one it is. I'm not taking my time in writing a review on this thing. And if it would be a 1-star review. What they're hoping is people would actually do a review on it and they would get enough reviews and it would bump up their sales, on Amazon and put them higher in the ranks or whatever so that this thing would come up. So anyway, this is the first installment of this little thing. We've received 2. I'm hoping that we receive no more. Now, here's the crazy thing, and this was a while back ago, and Josh was actually having problems where he was having his packages, our packages from Amazon, go to another city in Louisiana that had the same city name as us, the same street name as us, but there was no address that matched that except for the street name. They got that situated, but that went on for a little bit twice, by the way. If packages going to a town the same name we had, but in Louisiana. So I'm thinking you couldn't have sent this thing when we were going through the Louisiana route. But anyway, so if you're a victim of brushing, protect yourself. Again, I just thought this was an important thing to be aware of. I don't know. I don't know, but we've received 2 of these things, and I've had to cover up this part because, I refuse to have that shown on the YouTube channel. I won't do so I use duct tape. I made it prettier. He's a 3D thing. He's not light, but my lord, he angry little sucker. Not nice. They couldn't have sent me a coffee pot or a pan or something that I could have used. I still wouldn't have given them a review, but I'll take those things. I can't do a dang on thing with this except put it in the round file, and that's where it's going, and that's where the first one went, was in the round file. So I hope whoever sent it in order to get a review boost or something like that, enjoyed spending its $40 on this, because that's what they were. They could cost anywhere between about $15 to $20. I just don't understand. Well, and the thing is, he's only got 4 fingers. Yeah, it's called blankety blank and coworkers, penguin and coworkers, something like that. I don't know. Hi, Share Bear, but it's just an angry sucker thing that I got. 2 of them. So anyway, I thought I would make you all aware of what brushing is, what you can do about it if you're a victim of brushing like we were. Hopefully, we have not gotten any more packages or any more penguins. There's a name for a flock of penguins. Um, you know, we haven't gotten any more. I hope to not get any more. But if we do, you'll see shorts coming out saying, "Well, we got another one." And we got another one. Hopefully we don't get any more. And I don't think anybody in our community would go and send me one through the P.O. box. Please don't. I don't want any more of those things. Send yarn. I'll take yarn as long as it's not wool. Hobby Lobby yarn, yes. So anyway, I thought I would show you. I thought I would share this. Waldy went on land, and a Raffi when it's in water, and a colony or a Rocky at their breeding site. Yep. Well, I didn't. My mother called it something else. I can't remember, but that's interesting too as well. I don't want to get. I don't want to. I don't want. Well, whatever. I don't want any of them. They can all keep them. That's why I put a penguin on for the YouTube title or the thumbnail. So anyway. So I have to tell a little story about the AI kind of because Meta has an AI driven thing that you could do. Um if anybody saw the short I did with all the dresses that were just really neat. They were like all dresses and stuff, different errors. There were some of my kind of favorite errors of life. The I would have loved to have been back in the uh the pioneer era with the wagon cart or the covered wagons and stuff. I don't think I would have made a good one, but I liked that one as well. The other thing was kind of like the plantation, and I have to tell a story about that one because that one was one kind of gone with the wind kind of era. Um we went to New Orleans, and we went on a riverboat, and we got off, and there was this beautiful plantation home there. It was just gorgeous. And I may have been there, but I'm also kind of remembering that it may have been too in Ohio. But I just remember seeing all these women and all these beautiful hoop skirts. And I remember watching like the King and I with her beautiful hoop skirt and all that kind of stuff. And I actually asked one of the ladies how she had it made, because and she gave me the number of the person to reach out to. I actually wanted to actually have a dress made for me. I just was very much, I mean, it was expensive as could be, but I very much wanted a big dress like that made. I was just always so, the big hoop skirt and the dresses, and just, I always loved that. So that was just something that reminded me of that. I'm like, what would I have looked like in a dress like that? And that kind of what kind of started the whole thing. I thought the Roaring 20s were funny, and then of course with the gala that happened, some of those outfits, I'm telling you, I don't know who designs them, but I just like that. Some of them look really, really uncomfortable, by the way. The Meta Gala or whatever it was. So I thought I have to do a holiday or Hollywood one. And then, of course, the Roaring 20s and the 50s with the poodle skirt. And I thought it was fun to do Mary's Diner. And what was the other one? Oh, of course, Downton Abbey. Have to have the Downton Abbey era, right? Absolutely have to have that. And so had that one. I forgot which one else I did. Oh, and of course I had to do Scottish and Greek because I've got Scottish and Greek heritage in me. And there's probably something else I've forgotten in there, but yeah. But what I did was went into Chat GPT and I did that. I went in and had it create I uploaded a picture of me and I said, okay, put me in a poodle skirt, put me in this, put me in that. And it did. And then I went into Meta AI driven thing and I said, make this picture come to life. And then I put it all together in InShot. So or no, under I did it all under Canva. And I even created I even created a song for it, like a dreamy kind of song, but it was just like, okay, what would it have been like? What would I have looked like if I had been in Downton Abbey or had been in, the 50s with the poodle skirt or the big hoop skirts, which were just the Gone with the Wind kind of era, or the covered wagons and the Roaring 20s, and just some of the things I'm like, hmm. And Kentucky Derby, that was fun too. I thought, always wanted to go to the Kentucky Derby. I don't live that far from it, but I probably will never make it. But I've always thought, oh, those ladies with the big hats and so forth. So I just thought it was fun to kind of think I may do more of them. Um, it was just kind of fun to kind of think, okay, what would that have looked like if I had done that? So, you know, anyway, I'm not trying to focus. I'm not trying to do too much. I don't want to overload with AI stuff, but it was just fun to do. But um, anyway, this is the first installment of Angry Penguin, the brushing thing. And the only reason why I'm telling you that it was a case of brushing was because when I called the Federal Trade Commission, they said you're a victim of that. So they identified that that's what it was. But it is people sending you packages that you did not order, you did not ask for. So again, very important. I would go onto your Amazon account and make sure that you don't have any debit card or banking information attached into there. I would also make sure that if you get a package, it can come from somebody else beside Amazon. Do not scan any QR codes or barcodes or anything. If it says scan me, don't do it. Unless you know for a fact you have ordered that package. Um, and just keep your stuff, keep your information, report it to Amazon. I don't know what that's going to do because, again, they have a TBA number. They can't be able to. I don't understand what the TBA number does. The TBA number does nothing as far as I'm concerned. Sitting there thinking to myself, we have devices that go on to my husband and my daughter to be able to tell them the blood sugar, but we can't put a tracking number so that when somebody gets a package that they weren't expecting to get, we're able to be able to tell it exactly where it is. They don't have to tell me who sent it. But if they're sending you packages that you did not order, then they should be able to on their side, especially if it's something that there's once or twice that they're, that they're able to stop it or being able to, especially if it's an account doing it, that they're able to close the account if it's something that's something like this, because they should not have the privilege, as far as I'm concerned, of having an Amazon account. If they're going to send stuff, unwanted stuff to people, and have it be something like that. I mean, So anyway, We'll see how many more penguins I get. Um, but again, I didn't receive any any kind of, there was no note in it, there was no anything, there was no information. Amazon can't tell me anything. It is, there's nothing, nothing. So put in the comments below if you have ever been a victim of brushing, um, and what steps you did to resolve it. Again, we're just sitting there going, well, we haven't gotten another package yet. We've got Josh is getting us a replacement chair tomorrow, so we know that package is coming. And I ordered something from Christina for uh, something or other, so I know that package is coming. So I know when the packages are coming, but I'm like, no, no more of those things. No. I'm done with the penguins. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll look at a penguin another way. But the officer, he opened it up and he started laughing and gave everybody a giggle tonight. That's good. I just hope, I don't want any more of them. I don't, I think to myself, we've got to be aware of, you know, in today's world, you've got to be aware of yourself and your surroundings. Um, for sure, in today's world, I think sometimes we take those for granted. Um, when we need to be aware of our circumstances, our situation, our surroundings around us, because, you know, sometimes you just don't know. I mean, when I first got this, I'm thinking, well, maybe I did get somebody upset. Um, and it was kind of a little bit unnerving, but then it was helpful when I called the Federal Trade Commission, and I'll put the number again in the description, for them to be able to say, you've been a victim of brushing. So I figured, I didn't know how many people knew that what brushing was, and what it means to have it happen to you. Um, but I figured I put this out there so that you knew exactly what it was. I mean, I'm assuming other people have had brushing happen to them, but maybe they've gotten more useful things than a penguin with flipping the bird. But if you all know me, that's not something I'd order. I wouldn't waste my money on that if you paid me anything. I wouldn't bother doing anything. I'm not even going to, Mom's in a Amazon with our affiliate, or Amazon affiliate. I'm not even going to look this up to put an Amazon affiliate link in the description, because I think it's just, I feel, to me, there's no use for it. It's the most useful, it's a useless paperweight, that's for sure. And I'm sorry for the person that spent the money, because it's going in the trash. And if they thought, well, we'll send it to them and they'll get a review, you're not getting a review. I'm not taking my time to go ahead and go to 20 plus people that sell this on Amazon and get a review. Now, if you want to order one for yourself, go right ahead. Here it is, minus the tape on the here. Here it is. Go to Amazon, do it. But I'm not I'm not going to put in a, hi, Kevin, welcome on in. I am not putting in an affiliate link for this thing, because I didn't order it. So be careful, be aware of your surroundings, and in today's world, we have to check. We need to be checking our Google stuff, and I go in a lot of times to my Facebook and all those kind of things, and just make sure that, I'm not, the people that are logged into our stuff is logged in correctly, that nobody has been logged into any of our stuff that is not supposed to be. So I go in and I check, and you guys could put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. I make sure that our security is there, that people are not logged in to any of our stuff, anything that's not supposed to be. And that's something that in today's world we need to check. You need to check your email, you need to check your Google, you need to check and make sure that, you know, your security is there with Amazon, um, and so forth. And that, to me, that makes it sad. And then, and it's just like, and you feel somewhat, I mean, this is not any, I mean, when I was probably about 10 years old, 10, 12, something like that, my parents, we were living in Florida, and my parents were a victim of a robbery. Our house was broken into. We actually came home, and the door was open. Hi, Echo. The door was open, and we were a victim of a house break-in, and we felt like victimized. There was a sense of, and we all slept in one bed. My mom, my dad, myself was scared to death, and I felt victimized. And so did my mom and dad. And there were things stolen that we never got back and never retrieved. But I don't feel the same thing with this thing. The people that are coming in, this thing, I don't feel the same with this. But to some degree, I do feel like I've been a victim of brushing. I have been sent something I did not order, or something that I would never order, or that I don't appreciate and find up somewhat offensive. Yes, absolutely. Um, and the problem becomes there's no recall. Amazon can't tell me anything. They can't track their own stuff. The Federal Trade Commission is going to do a report. The police can't do anything yet. So anybody that's been a victim of brushing, they're somewhat kind of, well, good luck. If you get X amount of packages at your door for the next 3 months, good luck. So far, we've only received 2 of these very angry birds flipping the bird, and I covered this side up because I wasn't going to show that. So we've only received 2 of them. I hope to not receive any more of them, and it's going in the round file. It's going to get thrown in the trash. So again, your steps if you are a victim of brushing is to make sure that your Amazon account is secure. I would go ahead, even if you're not a victim yet of this, go into your Amazon account and remove any of your debit card information. At least with your credit cards, and I would limit how many you have in there, is with your credit cards, at least you can dispute those. You are not responsible. If somebody sent you a package that you did not ask for, you're not responsible for the package. I don't have to pay for this. They could send me, and I hope to goodness gracious they don't. They can send me 10 of them. I'm still not responsible for them. So I will never be responsible for paying for this thing, nor would I want to, nor would I do it. But I would absolutely remove that. And then keep your packaging information, call Amazon and report it, call the Federal Trades Commission and report it, go to your local police department, which we did, at least to start a paper trail. There's nothing they can do until it's reached maybe 10, 12 packages, and then they can start something at that point. There's nothing they can do at this specific time. And there's not even a way for me to return it back to Amazon. I don't have they can't they can't find this in their system, the first one or the second one, to be able to give me a return label to send it back, because it's honestly what I would do. They can't do that. Well, yes, but it's what it is called is brushing. What they're hoping to do with this is 2 things. They're hoping to be able to get into your Amazon account. And that's why I'm saying remove any of your debit cards in order to get into any of your bank information. Or in this case where I don't have an Amazon account, they're hoping the people who are putting this on the Amazon pay a third-party person to find somebody's random address to send this to, hoping that they'll write a review on this. The only problem is when you go to Amazon, there's about 20 different people that sell this. So I don't know how that, what, are you supposed to write a review for all these dang on penguins? I'm not spending my time writing 20 reviews for this thing. So, and it's the most, I mean, I'm telling you, y'all, this thing just would make me, if I had to stare at this thing all day, it would make me very unhappy. They couldn't have sent me at least a happy penguin I could have put up. They had to send me a penguin that had the most angriest face. Lord have mercy, right? Obnoxious. That's exactly what it is. It's going in the round file. It's gonna go right in the round file. Actually, I have another plan for it, but I won't be telling you all. But anyway, just because I don't want it to be taken the wrong way. But anyway, so it is brushing. They're hoping that you'll go up. You'll do a review for it, and then it'll boost up this penguin to be shown on the Amazon thing, boosting sales. So there was a woman in California, I believe, that was part of a brushing scam or something like that. And she actually got 6 months or 3 months, I can't remember, 3 or 6 months worth of packages that she never ordered. You are not responsible to pay any of it. But please, if you do get packages that you have not, do not scan. I'm going to repeat it over and over again. Do not scan the QR code. Don't scan the barcode into your phone. I didn't have any of that to scan, but if you do, don't do it unless you absolutely know the person you've received the package from, and you know that you've ordered a package. Do not scan any of that, because they're trying to get into your account, your information. Report it to Amazon. Report it to the Federal Trade Commission, and the one reason we did go to the police department and go ahead at least start a little bit of a paper trail with them is because Mom has a YouTube account. It was one way of also protecting us because of that. And like the police officer said, that was a very wise move to at least start something, he said. And if you get 10 more of them or something, then we'll start a suspicious package thing. If you do get a package, and it's one thing that he did tell me, if you get a package that has leaking liquid from it, or doesn't look right, or has a funny odor coming from it, leave it where it sits. Do not pick it up. Do not touch it. Leave it exactly where it is, and call, you know, the police department, and have them come out. And he said, if you have any of that, of course, he said, do not. Um, when we got this, Josh was like, are you expecting a package? And I'm like, no. And then my mother goes, oh my goodness, we got another one, I think. So hopefully we don't get any more. I'm done. I don't want any more angry penguins. I don't want any more of them. But that's what brushing is. And if you get any more shorts with me holding this thing, they'll always have a piece of tape over it, because I'm not going to put it. And I will say, you got another one, and I'm going to show you exactly where it's going. I will keep, of course, the package thing. But again, the TBA numbers that Amazon uses, pay attention to the TBA number that's on your Amazon package. It does nothing. They can't tell anything from the TBA number. All it says is my name and the address. That's it. There's nothing else on there to identify anything. Nothing. There was no note inside. There was no anything. There was nothing. So there's no way. And when you call Amazon, they're like, we can't help you. There's nothing on the accounts, on either account, showing anything's been ordered. I mean, there's nothing. There's no way to track this. So Amazon needs to get something. I just said to my husband, listen, if we can track your sugar every 2 or 3 minutes and do the same thing with Christina, and be able to tell the trends, and be able to tell you if your sugar is in a dangerous low or something like that, and we can't track a package, you think we need to fix something? Amazon, get it together. You need to fix something so that if somebody gets something like this, they can call you. You can put in a number in your system and be able to tell where it's come from. It's not just something that's, well, I can't help you. I don't know where it came from. You don't have to tell me where it came from. But if your customer is getting something like this and they didn't order it, then whatever account is sending it, it needs to be closed down. It's not a fair account for them to be open. Um, and there's no way Amazon was absolutely useless. I don't know if the Federal Trade Commission will be able to do anything. I don't even know if I'll hear anything. All I did was open a report, so we'll see. We'll see if we get any more of these angry 3D printed penguins. But before I put it in the round file, like I did the first one, and by the way, it's out in the trash. Trash comes, it's already come and gone for the week. Before it came out, I knew I needed to come on and let you all see this thing because I had talked about it on the way home Monday. Christina said to me, she goes, Mom, you need to go on and do a little live about this. And I thought, okay, I'll do it. So I'm probably going to get off here and try to make a little short about this just because I thought it was funny. I don't know quite what I'll say yet, but figure I'll make a little short. Of course, there's live highlights, but it doesn't always come through uh, um, well. But anyway, I'm going to make a funny little skit. Hi, Alfonso. Welcome on in. So anyway, so we have, I am not sending this penguin. I'm not going to send it. I refuse to send it. It's going right in the round file. I'm sorry. I am not going to send it, Alfonso. I'm just not. I want nothing to do with it. I actually find it somewhat, uh, I find it very, very offensive and just quite, I'm sorry. I'll send you something else. I'll figure out how to make something out of a nice. At least I'm gonna send you a smiling penguin. I'm not gonna send you a penguin with flipping the bird to the bird. It's not happening. So anyway, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm just not gonna do it. I just can't. But I'm probably gonna make some kind of short real quick before I get off here. Christina's like, you got to go live and do something and tell people about it. So, anyway, we have to protect ourselves in today's world. We have to make sure that we're taking care and we're making sure that we're secure. And, if you are a victim of it, let other people know because I'm telling you, the people that I've just said, and like I said, the police department, when we went there and we were talking to him about brushing, he had no idea what it was. The Federal Trades Commission knew what brushing was, but he had no idea what it was. So let your friends know, let your family know what it is. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this because I felt like you guys may never have heard of brushing. Like when we first came in and I said something, Sandy Wendy is like, what is brushing? Um, and I just felt that you guys needed to know what it was so that you can protect yourself. And I'll let you laugh at my expense because at this point, what can you do? I'm going to laugh about it. Josh is like, are you going to go on and tell about the bird? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to tell about the bird. So anyway, I hope to not get any more, but we may do a little thing. If we do get more, I'll just do a little short. I'm not going to do another live about any more of them. I'm not going to give them any more attention than this, but I wanted to do a little bit of a live today, let you know what brushing is so that you're aware of it. And hopefully it doesn't happen to you. And if it does, speak up, let your friends know about it so that they're not a victim of it too. And what steps you can do to protect yourself. The end result really is there's not a lot to do. In our case, there's not like this is attached to any of, I don't have an Amazon account. So there's not really anything that I can do. If it gets excessive, then I can go and we can start a suspicious package thing with the police department. But outside of that, there's not really anything they can do. And hopefully, we only got two, and that'll be it. There'll be no more. And I would really appreciate that. So anyway, so tomorrow we're going to be on the road to Christina's. So I may do a live on the way there. Probably not on the way back. I'll try to do diamond painting on Saturday sometime. But I really have to focus too on Saturday and make sure that I've got shout outs out. I do have them up, but I need to get the recaps done so that I'm ahead of the game on those. And we'll go from there. But I wanted to check in with y'all and just keep doing what you're doing, guys. The watch hours are going up again. You know, I was saying very end of this whole thing. We are growing. We have grown since all of this kind of happened, with about 60 people in our community. So, you know what? At the end of all this, we're growing. We're going to be stronger at the end of this than when we started. And I want to show you all, if this happens where you have your monetization taken away, don't stop. Keep going. Build your YouTube channel on community. And when things happen, your YouTube community will be there and force to help you get back to where you wanted to get. And so I'm seeing it. That's why I'm posting the watch hours every day so you guys can be encouraged. And I'm gonna look out of the bright sunny side. I'm not looking out of the cloud side. It can be a little discouraging, it can be a little frustrating and so forth, but I'm like, no, I want to show people, hey, you know what? Just keep working at it, keep going back. And I think the thing is just learn and grow and have your community there for the support. It's amazing. So I love y'all. I'm going to get out off of here. It's probably about 55 degrees. Feels nice. And I need to go back in, finish working on these booties that I'm working on for June 3rd, July 3rd. And some of the soap caddies need to be done. And I'm just kind of taking it easy because we have a busy day tomorrow evening especially. So I'm trying to take it easy because the past couple of days, Josh was in the hospital Monday. For those that don't know, he is better. He's having an asthma flare up. And then on Wednesday, I was going to come live, but we went to, yeah, uh, yeah. Well, our channel is still here, so it's not been that part. It's just the other. Hi, Indigo. I should auction off for fun. No, I want nothing to do with this angry bird. He's angry. I don't like it. He makes me icky. It just doesn't give me warm vibes. It gives me very angry vibes. I don't like it. I've contacted Amazon. There are two. We've received two. There's nothing they can do about it because their TBA number on their packages does nothing. So I've talked to the Federal Trade Commission. I will put their number in this description. Um, and then we've started some little paper trail with the police department, but other than that, there's really nothing they can do. But I wanted you all to be aware of what brushing is so you guys can know about it, because that's what we're a victim of. But you think they could have sent me something useful like a coffee pot or a pan or yarn? I mean, anything. you know Except for that. um But anyway, and then Josh was in the hospital Monday. He went to the doctor on Wednesday. He's having an asthma flare up because our weather in Ohio has decided to be at like, hi, Crooked Peach, welcome on in. You guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. We've gone from like 30-degree weather to 50-degree weather, 50-degree weather to 70-degree weather, back to 50-degree weather. And so it doesn't know what it wants to do. And so he's really struggled with the asthma flare up. And so he was coughing pretty bad on Monday. They gave him some Tesla cough pearls. But I had a very broken sleep Saturday, very broken sleep Sunday, very broken sleep Monday because we were in the hospital from like 11:30 to like 6 o'clock in the morning. And then Tuesday we stayed home and I rested a little bit because I was exhausted. And then Wednesday we were up, we took him to the doctor. And then my mom and I went to Sam's Club, which is always an exhausting thing. Yep. Yeah, the weather doesn't know what's happening. Um, and so then we went to Sam's Club, and we went to the police department. No, no. It was Monday? Oh, no. Monday was, take that back. Monday was we went up to see Christina, and we left here like 7:30 in the morning. And then I only got a few hours sleep Saturday and Sunday because he was coughing so much. So then we had the whole day with her. We stopped by the police department. I came home, and then I went to bed like 9 o'clock because I felt so miserable. And then by 11 o'clock, I'm like, we can't take this anymore. We got to just take you to the hospital. So we took him to the hospital. We were there till like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I went to sleep because I hadn't slept all night. And then on Tuesday, I rested because I was exhausted. Wednesday, we went to the doctor's. We went to Sam's Club. Go anyplace else? Oh, we went to the grocery store too. And then we went to the grocery store, and then we came home. I was wiped. I was like, I don't have anything left to give. I was done. So anyway, so I thought, and then today I've just kind of been taking it easy because we have a really special thing we're going to be doing with Christina tomorrow. And if y'all are praying people, please pray that it doesn't rain in the evening tomorrow after 5, and it doesn't rain until like 9 o'clock at night. Just be praying for about 4 hours in the late afternoon and evening. It doesn't rain. That would be really nice. So anyway, last time looking at the bird, angry sucker, Angry Birds. I never liked that. I never played it. I don't know. It's just something about being angry. I don't have enough energy for being angry. It doesn't suit me enough at all. I don't want to be angry. I want to be happy and blessed. And that's what I am because I have the most amazing community here on YouTube. I'm telling you, rock star community. So I'm going to get off here so I can make a little short about this little bird. Because who knows? Maybe it'll go viral. At least that'll be one positive thing out of it. Angry sucker. So with that being said, guys, get off here, finish what I need to do, try to get to bed somewhat early. We're expecting Josh's replacement recliner. Thank God we did his recliner on Wayfair. We did a warranty. I slept. I went to bed, I think, at 11 o'clock last night. I slept until like 9. I was just like worn out. Yesterday was exhausting. It was several days of catching up, and of course, having to deal with the sciatic nerve pain. Third party, yes, that's what they want. They want you to do a 5-star review. That's what it is, too. They're hoping, well, I'm not going to spend my time. Exactly. It's against Amazon policy, and it's also against the Federal Trade Commission policy. That's why it's called brushing. I'm not spending time. The problem is there's about 20 people that sell this stupid thing, and I'm not spending my time going to give a review. And if I had to give a review, it would be a 1-star review, and I'm not spending my time doing it. So if they were trying to brush me to get a review, it was a waste of time. And even if you sent me something good, I'm not going to spend my time doing a review. So there you go. Just so you know. But hopefully you had a laugh after that silly this silly thing. Right? So anyway. So but anyway, his replacement chair is coming tomorrow because they were not able to repair the chair that he has. So I know people have, I'm going to probably do something against it. I know people say that warranties are a waste of money. Sometimes they're not. And with certain things, I do get warranties, and I have found over my lifetime that they can come in really handy to have. And like if I hadn't had a warranty on this chair, the warranty would have been outdated for the year warranty, and then we wouldn't have got a replacement chair for him. And one thing about Wayfair that I will say is they'll replace this chair with this one. Of course, it will end the warranty that's on that chair, but I can call Amazon and add a warranty on the chair that he's getting. So anyway, But I'm a full believer in warranties. I actually have found them to be helpful over my lifetime. You just have to weigh them. I mean, when I get anything for Christina, I get a warranty because she can be very hard on things, and it served us well. Freezers, deep freeze. I mean, get a warranty. I had it on washers, and I'm telling you that extended warranty came into helpful time more than once. So warranties do serve a purpose. So we're getting that. Hopefully, I did an Amazon, or not Amazon, FedEx hold. Hopefully, that didn't go through, but I'm hoping to that it's like 3 pieces that's coming. And I did a vacation hold because we're going to be away, but we're not going to go leave till mid afternoon, and hopefully it'll be here by the time. And the last time I did a vacation hold, FedEx didn't listen to me, and they still delivered it. And poor Mama was here by herself, and don't want her to try to have to get these packages in the door because FedEx can't help getting them in the door. So anyway, but where we live, the gentleman that's here said he would push them in the door if we left. Because I'm like, I don't want those packages sitting outside because it's, you know, material and leather, and it's faux leather, but still it's leather and electrical and all that kind of stuff. So, well, I've done it on some things. Like I said, you have to do it. And certain things, I wouldn't, I wouldn't buy anything from Best Buy. If I had to build a laptop, my son-in-law would build it for me. But certain things I've done it, and it's worth it. I think to some degree it's peace of mind. Hi, Dora. So anyway, by the way, there's the bird. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if you think I'd ever order this thing, or put a 2 in the chat if you think I'd never order it. And hopefully there's a lots of 2s. Because if you put a 1, I'm going to clobber you. No, I'm kidding. I'm not off on vacation. I just put a vacation hold on it or I hope to put a vacation hold on the package. Just so you know, if you're getting a package from Amazon, or not Amazon, FedEx, you can put it on a vacation hold even if you're not going on vacation, only because we're going to be away for a little bit tomorrow, and I didn't want the package here. So anyway, we did like a vocational. Thank you, Afonso. I knew it. See, I'm not the kind of person that would order something like that. Just because I didn't want his chair being delivered. But if you can ask for a vacational. You don't have to be on vacation, but you can put, if you're getting a package, or if, like, let's just say, Josh may be here. He may or may not go tomorrow with us because he's still kind of dealing with whatever he's dealing, and he may not want to be around Christina. So he may or may not be, he may or may not be here. He may be here tomorrow because he just says, I don't know if I'm up to going tomorrow. But if he's here, I don't want him to try to have to get 3 packages in the door while he's also has Mocha here. So because of that, I put a vacation hold so that it wasn't going to be delivered till like Monday, where my mom and myself and he were here to help him with it. So it's going. We're at like 1930, I think. We're still growing in numbers. I was kind of talking about I've been a victim of brushing, and what brushing is why we've gotten 2 of these stupid little birds, flipping the bird, and what that means and what you guys can do if you're a victim of brushing. So, and I thought I'd come on and chat with y'all for a minute. So we'll get back there. I've got the best community in the world. Um, and I am so beyond grateful for each and every one of them. You guys are absolutely awesome. And I love each and every one of you. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And we're going to get through this. We're going to be stronger at the end. I have to do some laundry. So I'm going to get off here so I can go make a little short about this thing. But anyway, just be careful of your surroundings and pay attention and let people know about what you can do if you're a victim of brushing. And no more penguins, please. I'm done with the penguins. I'll never look at a penguin the same way again. So anyway, I love y'all. Keep watching our stuff. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. We have a lot of fun here. I'm going to be doing a video too before I leave out of here, probably next week, to just kind of give you an idea of kind of revisit who we are, how we started, um, kind of what we do here, so that people can know, especially new people within our community and other people that may visit our channel, just a little bit about Blessed to Crochet and what we're all about, so you guys can have an idea that you don't need a crochet hook to be here. You just need to want to connect, because it is so, 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 so important. And having community is amazing, and we're so grateful to each and every one of you. So with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a blessed night and a blessed day. And this thing is going in the round file. And we'll see you sometime tomorrow. It may or may not. I'm not sure yet. We may be just enjoying the day as a family. But we'll just see. But anyway, I will be on Saturday sometime. I don't know what I'll be doing. Probably diamond painting. We'll just see what we're kind of doing. But anyway, love y'all. Remember to be proud of being you, because everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And we love each and every one of you. And let's continue to rock this. We'll get back to monetization. We're going to do it as the most amazing community on YouTube. Love you all and talk to y'all later. Bye bye, everybody.